So, today's tutorial, we are focusing on how to become more comfortable and confident in front of this camera while teaching remotely in order to provide you and your students an engaged and immersive experience. Yeah. Listen, teaching remotely is a new skill that many of us are having to build. And with any new skill comes the anxiety, fear, and insecurity that we have to work through in order to develop that new skill. Listen, I've been a professional storyteller for the last 10 plus years, and I still get nervous in front of the camera. So today, I'm going to share some tips with you on how to make this relationship more comfortable. We're going to focus on 4 areas. Physical and vocal grounding. Visualizing your classroom and your objective. Practice, practice, practice. And area number 4, making it your own and having fun. Your body and your voice are your main tools for communicating to your audience. So, just do what I do. Find yourself in a seated or standing position, whichever is most comfortable to you, where your feet are planted firmly and your back and your core are supported. Deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In the next set of deep breathing, focus on expanding your diaphragm front and back and left to right. Deep breath in through your nose, expanding in through your diaphragm, front, back, and left and right. Good. Again. Now, we're going to exercise some wrist and shoulder flexibility. Rotating your wrist outwards. Good. Now rotate the opposite direction. Ooh, yeah. Now you're going to rotate your shoulders forward. Oh my gosh. So much tension up there. Oh my gosh. Rotate them backwards. Ooh, yeah. This helps us get into our bodies. Now we're going to focus on some vocal warm-ups. This vocal warm-up is my favorite one to do, especially when I'm by myself. I'll demo it for you and then we'll do it together. Sound good? It's called the siren. We're going to take a deep breath in through our nose and release sound starting from our lowest register, going to the highest register and back down again. There is a physical gesture connected with us to help us maintain that mind to body connection that we are practicing in the first round. I'll demo it. Here we go. Oh. Let's do this together. Deep breath in. Oh. Do that 3 to 5 times. Practice doing it on one breath, increasing your lower register and your higher register every time. You'll be vocally present. Teaching remotely means that you're by yourself without your students in front of you, without the body language, the next level of communication that we rely on in the relational activity of teaching. Literally taking anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes to visualize your classroom and your objective will help bring that energy to the camera. We're going to practice. Close your eyes. I want you to visualize your students in your ideal classroom. You doing it? Good. Now, what is your objective with today's class? How will you know that you're achieving your objective? Try to visualize physical responses from your students. Are they smiling? Are they laughing? Are they paying attention attentively with pencils at the ready? Taking this time to manifest your classroom energy in your living room, in your kitchen, wherever you are teaching remotely, will translate through the camera to your students. Remember that teaching is a relational activity, and we can still create that environment even in this relationship. Practice, practice, practice. You can practice with your script. You can practice in front of the camera and you can watch yourself. You can practice in front of the mirror. But what is most important is that you practice in a way where you start to feel comfortable with the material rather than waiting the day of to perform or teach in front of the camera. I find a nice quiet place where I can be physically grounded. I'll demonstrate this sitting. I'll use my electronic script right here in front of me. I literally like to do this. I stare intently at the text. I say it in my head silently. I read it out loud. And then I turn my script away. And I go like this. Hi, my name is Sara Porkalob. My pronouns are she. And when you have a mental block, instead of forcing yourself to power through, forcing your brain to remember, you have this resource right in front of you. She and her, she and her, she and her. Hi friends, my name is Sara Porkalob and my pronouns are she and her, and I'm speaking to you from the unceded territory of the Duwamish and Coast Salish people. Now I just want to acknowledge that sometimes speaking out loud, even in an empty room, feels weird. And that's normal, friends. We're developing this new skill. And like developing a new muscle, this requires flexing it, and it also means growing pains. For us teaching remotely, these growing pains means feeling silly in your room by yourself. But listen, you're in your room by yourself. Be silly. Practice. Repetition is your best friend. Friends, we did it. We made it to the end of the tutorial. And what did we learn? Warming yourself up, grounding yourself physically and vocally is key because your body and your voice are your main instruments for communicating with your audience. A singer won't sing a song without warming up their voice. An athlete won't run a marathon without warming up their body. Do your warm-ups. Teaching remotely is difficult without your students because it can feel like you're talking to the wall. Visualizing your students and your ideal classroom energy will translate through your presence on screen and help keep you and your students engaged in the material. Practice is necessary, friends. You're not going to develop confidence or competence with this new skill unless you practice. I'll say it again. You won't develop competence and confidence with this new skill unless you practice. Sit with your lesson plan, go through your motions, rehearse your script, because your confidence will translate through the camera. Also, your lack of confidence will translate through the camera. Practice. Repetition is your best friend. And last but not least, make it your own by having some fun. I don't know what fun looks like for you. Maybe it's puppets. Maybe it's music in the background. I don't know. But whatever you do, make sure you do it so you're having fun. Because when your students see you having fun, it's an invitation for them to have fun. Teaching is a form of artistry, friends. And from one artist, hi, to another, that's you. Remind yourself of why you love doing what you do before you press record, and I guarantee you that will manifest in your tutorial. Go and have some fun. Yeah!